Good evening. This PowerPoint's on personality theory is an inside look into Philip Markoff. The Craigslist killer, also known as Philip Markoff, was born February 12, 1986, in New York in a small town. He came from well-esteemed parents who had a good family history and dynamic background, and he was a well-educated medical student at the Boston University. In order to look into Philip Markoff's personality and why he decided to kill the escort, I used Alfred Adler's personality theory. Adler believed that our thought process on what motivates us is what establishes our personality, and that was from our desire we all have to fulfill our potential to realize our ideals. In order to do this, we have a process of striving to overcome one's inherent limitations. Inherently, because of our process of overcoming ourself, we have an inferiority. Sometimes it's called the inferiority complex. In this part, or within identifying his personality types, he has inferiority, and he has 4 different personality types, and the one that I chose to identify Philip Markoff is the ruling type. Philip Markoff is the ruling personality type. He is a person who strives for personal superiority by trying to exploit and control others, and that's exactly what he did with his escort. So the way women described him was charming and handsome, and that kind of struck out to me as part of the personality type for the ruling one, because he was eccentric and he was attractive and he made these women want to be with him. He had a need to control these women and take power over him, and that was exemplified by the use of using handcuffs and the gun, kind of like a show of force and no way for them to get out. And he also exemplified this by the type of women that he chose. He chose women from a very vulnerable background, as they were escorts, and they were trusting in order to make their money. And so I think that also kind of pinpointed him as the ruling personality type. Explaining Markoff's behavior, always known to be the best. He had good schools. He was always on National Honor Society, sports. He was always known and being recognized for doing well. And in order to achieve that, he was running out of things. He had a fiance. He was almost going to be a doctor, graduating from medical school, Boston University. He felt like he needed and he always wanted more. And so in order to do that, he turned to taking over and controlling women. So that is how I explain his personality, and I use Alfred Adler's personality theory.